Hello everybody, my name's All-Around Gamer, and I'm coming back at you once more with another commentary. Now, this is the, official fourth, or actually fifth recording of this commentary, because at first it was going to be about why I didn't have a video on time, and, just stuff that's been happening in my life. I've gotten a job, so I'm making money, and school's obviously started up for basically everybody. And I've also been doing my driving hours, and I'm working towards my driver's license. And then I saw a post on Facebook about a 13-year-old boy facing 2 assault charges for kissing a 14-year-old girl because of a dare, and obviously I did my research on that. And I had the commentary actually ready. All I had to do was just do a little vocal editing, and then, throw that in Camtasia, edit a video on top of that, intro and outro, all that good stuff, render it, and then upload. And then Dunkey got banned. Yes, I'm jumping on the bandwagon because I want to give my thoughts on the situation. So, honestly, I haven't done a lot of research on it. I've been reading up on a few Reddit posts. I watched Dunkey's video, which I'll leave in the description down below. I've also kind of looked at everything that I can, and I'm saying this now, I felt as though Dunkey, the first time I saw him, it was on Sky Williams' channel, and the first time I saw him in a video, well, you know what I mean when I say saw, he came off to me as sort of a rager, I guess, and I don't do well with ragers, especially if I can hear them. Like, if I'm playing, if I'm like solo queuing or whatever, and someone's just, spamming away in the chat, like, they're just going off the fucking wall, that's like, whatever, that's fine. But if I'm in a call with you, like if I'm playing League with a bunch of friends, or I'm playing CSGO with a bunch of friends, or we're all on a call, and then someone starts, getting upset or whatever, I can do what I can. I can usually block it out, but on, bad days, it can get to me, and I can start playing poorly. But when I first saw, the first time I ever saw Dunkey in a video, he came off as this sort of toxic player to me, and I was like, okay, I don't know why people find this funny. He does have to me, he did have funny moments in that first video, but the part that stuck with me the most was the toxicity. Now, thanks Sky Williams that the rest of his content was good enough for me to stay. That sounds really harsh. Sky, I love your content, please don't sue me. But to address Dunkey's ban, it was only for a short time, and I just thought he was overreacting a little bit. But he goes on to say how he doesn't have fun with the game anymore, and he's just going to drop it completely, which got me thinking, do I find this game fun? Do I have fun when I play with my friends? And it's an easy answer. Yes, I do. I find this game very enjoyable to play. Granted, it has given me a few frustrations in the past, but other than that, it's always fun to queue up with people, whether or not it's, solo queue or a 5-man queue. Either way, I still find the game fun and entertaining to play. Now, if you haven't been following it on Reddit or Ask.fm, you would know that Riot Light actually gave the reasoning behind Dunkey's ban. So, here is the Reddit post, which is linked from the Ask.fm answer by Riot Light. The question is, what do you think of VG Dunkey's ban? Answer is, it's really unfortunate. Many rioters love Dunkey's content, and I've unloaded my share of not even close baby jokes around the office. However, we can't show favoritism to someone just because they're a pro or a known content creator. This isn't really a debate about whether trash talking is okay or not okay in games. We've talked a lot in the past about how we're okay with players bantering with their friends, but you should be careful when interacting with strangers who may not understand your intentions, especially if you're using hate speech and slurs. We have a zero-tolerance policy against hate speech, racism, homophobia, and sexism, and that policy stands whether you're a random player, a pro player, or a YouTube celebrity. This also really wasn't a case about intentional feeders and whether it's okay to be toxic towards other toxic players. there wasn't even a Malphite in the game that got him banned, and either way, retaliation just isn't okay because it makes the experience worse for everyone else in the game. We know that players have been asking us to be more aggressive against intentional feeders for a while, and it has taken us a bit longer than we'd like. We do consider gameplay toxicity just as serious as verbal toxicity, and are launching a new intentional feeder detection system in 5.18 that can ban feeders within 15 minutes of matches. We're starting with conservative settings to make sure the system wouldn't ban players for having the rare bad game, even if it was a 0-10 type of game, but this is a great first step in aggressively tackling intentional feeders. At the end of the day, the incident sucks for everyone. We respect that Dunkey has not posted his reform card, and I am not going to post it either. Best wishes to him in the future. So, I think that this answer was, thought out, well written, and I can stand behind this. One thing that I did like, kind of off topic, was the whole feeder detection thing in 5.18, and when I first read it, I was like, oh shit, I've had my bad games, but it's like, oh no, we're going to tweak it, so if you have the rare bad game, you're fine. I was like, okay, never mind, we're good. But I'm glad Riot didn't show any favoritism, because that keeps the whole banning system fair for everybody. You could have the level 5 Smurf who rages at everybody, he can get banned, or you can have someone, unfortunately, like Dunkey, who gets banned for, being toxic in-game. I, for one, feel that if someone is being toxic towards me, say, for example, let's say I'm playing ADC or something, and jungler comes to gank, and we fuck it up, and he dies, if he says something like, oh my god, Graves, what the fuck was that? I'm gonna be like, sorry dude, it was my bad, we'll get him next time, don't worry about it. And, obviously, if you're with friends, you can joke around all you want, because you guys know, you guys know the sarcasm, the joking that's gonna be going on. And that's very hard to do with a bunch of strangers, especially when the game is the game's communication system, that's already built in, not like external like Curse or TeamSpeak, is all text-based. And anyone who has texted before knows that it is hard to convey certain emotions with texting. Whether it's a text message, or maybe it's an in-game message, it can be very hard to, express the emotions. Now, I've had games where I'm playing, like, Aatrox top or something, and jungler comes in to gank. Let's say, let's say he dies, but I get the kill. Now, depending on depending on how far into the game we are, maybe I'll say something like, oh my god, Lee, WTF was that, LOL, and he'll just be like, I don't know, man, I'm sorry, it's like, it's cool, don't worry about it. And I have actually had a couple games where I've gotten, very, very friendly with my jungler, whom I have no idea who the hell it is. Well, we get that buddy-buddy thing going, and say he comes up for a gank, and let's say he's playing Lee Sin, and he kicks him away from me, and he gets him to safety. I'll be like, oh my god, report this Lee, this fucking noob, and he'll be like, oh my god, report this Aatrox, he's a fucking faggot, or something like that, I don't know. But I would like to, draw your attention towards a screen grab of a game log. Here, it's between, basically, Lee Sin and Dunkey. So, Lee goes, okay, on my way. Dunkey responds, Lee Sin, I will cut your firstborn son's throat with a broken beer bottle. That's fucked up. Like, I have thought and said some pretty fucked up things, but I mean, that's up there. That's up there with fucked up things. And I honestly think it's uncalled for. In my opinion, I think it's very uncalled for. He could have just let it slide. Now, with, just like with what everybody's saying, there have been a couple good points that have come up. One of them that I saw was Dunkey goes into a game and, only your team will see your name in champ select. So what his teammates will do is I'm not saying this always happens, but it probably happens, more often than not. They'll go into game and start fucking around so they can possibly be in one of Dunkey's videos. Which, if you ask me, is stupid. You don't need to, you don't have to act like a complete ass to be in a video. Alright? Like, honestly, I would, if I were Donkey, if I were in Donkey's position with however many subs he has, I don't know, I don't have it up right now, you know, I wouldn't record every game. Or hell, maybe what I would do is I would record every single game, and if someone asked me if I was recording, I'd be like, no, I've already got footage for this week's video, you're fine. Again, this is what I myself would do. But back on topic with the whole Donkey being banned thing, it's very unfortunate, and, you know, it really sucks because I have a couple friends who love Donkey, and I've heard some good things about him. And I never really got around to watching his League videos. But, you know, I've heard that he's got some good stuff. Now, the one thing with him discontinuing his League videos is this. His League videos bring in far more revenue than his other videos. Now, this can be a bad thing because, I mean, this guy's living right off of YouTube. It's not like, you know, he's like me and he's got a job, but he also does YouTube on the side. No, this dude is like... He does not have a job outside of YouTube. And basically, by discontinuing your most popular series, you're going to get less revenue. Now, I don't know how exactly that's going to play out. We'll just have to wait and see how that affects him and Leah in the future. But that is going to be it for me today, guys. These are my opinions. You guys know this. This is how my commentaries work. So if you want to leave your opinions down below, what you think about this whole situation, I would love to read them. Make sure you also like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and share this video. It helps me get out to more people. If you have a topic you want me to talk about, you can leave it down in the comments section. I'll get to it. And if you want, you can check out the creator of this outro song, Tobu. I gotta say, he's got some pretty damn good stuff, so make sure you give him a subscription. It really helps him out. Great guy. But my name's All Around Gamer, and I'm signing off.